Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here near Chok Chai, Thailand. We're southeast of Nakhon Ratchasima and kind of southwest of Buriram. Anyway, we're going to take a look at an 11th century temple. I was over here in this area a couple weeks ago and I saw this, but it was too dark to film. So I kind of went out of my way today to come over here and take a look at it. It's a small site dating back to the 11th century and there's not a whole lot left of it, but we'll take a look at it anyway. The site still has a moat that's on 3 sides of it. So the Fine Arts Department came in here and tried to restore it a little bit, I think in the mid-90s or so, and they restored what you see. So the site originally would have had more of the moat over here. This would have been the causeway that's now the highway, and there probably would have been a gopura or like one of the gates right here. Now in sight is one of the libraries, and they think that there was another one right over here, but there's no remains of it now. There's just these pieces of sandstone over here. And then we have the central prong. And the central prong, they say, would have been 3 buildings. So it would have been shaped like a T here, and they would have had 2 smaller buildings off to the side. And this would have opened to the entrance, or to the east, I mean. Okay, so let's look at this small little library. We'll look at it first. The reason why is because it has the best little lintel right here. So it has the laterite stones as the base, and then you see they built the sandstone on top of it and they carved it. And they pieced this back together as well as they could. You can see the stone carvings all around the base of this small little library. And they would have had the false doors on 3 of the cardinal directions. And this here opens to the south. And it would have faced the other library that would have opened towards the north. You can see some of the stone carvings up here. And this is the best piece on site. There was another lintel that they took over to the Phimai Museum, I believe. So you see right there, that is one of the Hindu gods. I think that's like Riva. And it's holding like a serpent. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like it has a lion body. And then it has these columns here that would have been carved. You see how they look, octagonal. And this one over here, they've restored it quite a bit. All that's restored pieces. So this is inside of the library, and they used the brick as well as the sandstone. And most of the brick is gone. These would have been the false doors. And they had the top pieces over there. That I-10, you see it trucking on by over there. Those are the little farm trucks. So there's some large sandstone blocks here, but there's not a whole lot remaining. And it would have been quite cool if the other one was still on the other side. Now, from the amount of rubble and stuff that's out here, this would have been a pretty significant site. Now it's just a small site right next to the road. A lot of what was on the road, they destroyed whatever to build that road over. And you can see some of the columns over there on that pile and some more over there, some pretty good sized blocks. All right, so this is the main site right here. You can see it has the laterite stones and they're in really bad shape. They pieced them together the best they could. And you can go up these little stairs and then we can see the top up here. So you see the little walkway. So that would have been the library on that side and the library over here. That would have been balanced. And then there would have been another tower over here and another one over here. And they would have been like the prong that you would have seen. And this would have been the door. And this would have been the opening right here. And you can see how this is carved. And they notched it for the pieces of stone to stand up on it. So this would have been an entranceway. And that sandstone is just deteriorating really, really bad. You can see up top here where they've used these bricks and the concrete to kind of restore it. And this looks like part of the pediments on the outside. And then they would have had the entrances over here and one on the west side. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left. This is all a new piece of sandstone that they put in here to kind of give it the look. But if you climb through the door, here's the Shiva Linga. So this would have been a Hindu temple like most of them. And then you can see the pieces of stones that are here. All of them were carved and notched, and the prong would have came up out of here. And that would have been a false door over there. Same as this would have been a false door. And then over here, these are the stairs that go down, and they're in pretty rough shape. Yeah, there's not a whole lot remaining of it, which is a shame. You can see where they've carved these right here, all the sandstone, and that's some really nice carving right there. Now there's another site that I was here, the hospital temple, that's, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so away from here, and that one was in pretty nice shape. They did a little bit better job of restoration. These are really, really nice here. This might be the best part of the carvings here that's left on the site. So you can see what this faux door would have looked like. They got the little flower patterns and then this carving here. So this dates it back to the 11th century. Yeah, this is really nice here. We got I think that's like the little yogi down there. Oh, and you can see a couple more figures over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. So those are really weathered, but you can just make them out. Now there was a couple lions here, and they've moved those over to Phimai also. There was kind of a rarity outside of Angkor to see the freestanding lions. So this is the rubble, and you can see more of the moat. And most of these are just the pieces they're not going to use, or they couldn't piece it back together enough. There's one really, really nice piece. Let's see, right over here. You can see this right here. So this would have been up on the prong, and these would have been the naga. This would have been a 5-headed naga, and it's still in really nice shape. You can make out the heads and stuff. I mean, it's weathered. And over here we got some more of the pieces. You can see quite a bit of the carvings. Those are quite nice, and these are some large blocks. You can see where they carved here on the front and on the bottom. And this over here looks like part of the lintel that they had, and it's in really terrible shape. But that's pretty much everything that's at this site. I don't know where they quarried these sandstone, but there was several temples and stuff like that in this area. Now the locals come over here, and they have like a little Buddhist shrine that they put over there, and they still leave Fanta and all the little stuff here for the offerings. Yeah, this is nice enough, just a small little site right next to the road. I thought it'd be something to pop over here and take a look at. That'll finish a fast little video over here at this 11th century Khmer temple. There's Khmer ruins scattered all over this part of Thailand. They came up from Angkor on the Royal Road to Phimai. That was like the regional capital in this area. And Phimai is not too far away from here as the crow flies. So they would have scattered out all through this area. There would have been rice paddies and all of their settlements. And out here, this would have been the temple, and then there would have been houses built all around it. And the houses were all made out of wood. The religious structures were made out of stone. So those are all that you see that's remaining from the Khmer that were in this area. So anyway, you hopefully enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, stick around, and you're notified when I post a new video. And if you know anything about this temple, or if there's any other sites in this area that you think it'd be worth my time to go take a look at, let me know in a comment down below. And until next time, from over here south of Nakhon Ratchasima, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.